Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap market analysis. Today we'll be talking about the quarterly theory that I recently learned about. This is a new theory that I've started to understand in a way. I've actually seen this quite a few times over my TikTok and my YouTube recommended feed, and also from the people I follow on Twitter. They've recommended this theory. And I just want to announce that apparently this theory is meant to be traded with ICT terms and concepts. It's not a theory. It's not a model to trade by itself. It's not an individual trading aspect or model. So you use that theory of time and price in quarters, which I will explain, to help you guide you and your trading to understand better price action and better prices and better timing in the market with quarters. So I took some notes on his video. His name was Dale, I think. You can follow him on YouTube or on Twitter. I just looked up quarterly time theory and his video popped up. But basically what it highlights is time must be divided into quarters for proper interpretation of the market cycles. So there's about I believe 4 cycles in the market and this is blending the quarterly theory and the basic ICT concepts such as fair value gaps, draw on liquidity, especially liquidity, mostly buy side, sell side liquidity, the Judas swing, order blocks, all that type of stuff. Mostly basic, but then there might be a more 1-2 that are more advanced in that field. So understanding quarterly theory allows you to be flexible. It fits in with any style of trading as it is universal to all time frames. I'll repeat that. It is universal to all time frames. So no matter what time frames you are on, it is universal for it. And the quarterly theory works for all and any time frames. And this is proven by him. Quarterly theory removes algorithmicity as it gives you specific time-based references pointing to look for when entering a trade. So his next thing is time is fractional. And we've learned with ICT that time and price are the most important thing for not only his 2016 all the way up to this 2023 ICT model. Time and price are the most important thing. The yearly cycle is comprised of 4 quarters, 3 months each, which consists of January to March, April to June, July to September, and October to December. 3 months each. The monthly cycle is comprised of 4 quarters, 1 week each. The weekly cycle is comprised of 4 quarters, 1 day each, Monday through Thursday, as Friday is its own specific function. The daily cycle is comprised of 4 quarters, 6 hours each, which perfectly aligns with the 4 trading sessions of a trading day, which are Asian session, London session, New York session, and afternoon session. These sessions are comprised of 4 quarters of 90 minutes each, listed as Asian session, 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m., 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m., and finally 10:30 to 12 p.m. For London session, 12 a.m. to 1:30 a.m., 1:30 to 3 a.m., 3 a.m. to 4:30 a.m., 4:30 to 6 a.m. And finally for the New York session, 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m., 7:30 to 9, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., 10:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. So those are the time-based quarterly cycles. The function of Q1, as there is Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. Q stands for quarter. Q1 indicates the quarters which follows. If Q1 expands, Q2 will likely consolidate. If Q1 consolidates, Q2 will likely expand. Price is divided by algorithm. True opens, and this is the part I'm still learning. Specific opening of price, which serves as a time-based filter for opening. No. Yeah. Which serves as time-based filter for hunting Judas swings and stop hunts. True open are the beginning of Q2 of every cycle. Okay. And this is the final part, which I kind of understand. You have the cheat sheet, and this is kind of like understanding how the quarterly looks on a chart. So you have Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and you have the AMDX range, or you have the XAMD range. So one's bullish, one's bearish. And how this works is how I've related to my setup is it's a power of 3 AMD setup. This is literally in the name with ICT, AMD, right? What does that mean? What is AMD? That you might be, oh, that's a gaming company. No, it's a PC company. They make motherboards or whatever. No. Listen carefully. A stands for accumulation, hence consolidation. M is the most important part, manipulation, which could be seen as the Judas swing. The D stands for distribution, and the X is continuation or reversal of the previous quarter. AMDX, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, continuation. But then you flip it. XAMD, continuation, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Do remember, if you trade on the 4 hour, you should have a weekly PDA. If you trade on the 1 hour, you should have a daily PDA. If you have a 15 minute, you should trade, or if you trade on the 15 minute, you should have a 4 hour PDA. If you trade on the 5 minute, you should have a 1 hour PDA. And if you trade on the 1 minute, you should have a 15-minute PDA. So with that being said, I am still learning on how to do this, but how it looks, and this will be very, whoa, what the fuck type of shit. But so far, I think I understand it. I have installed a indicator to help me out with this, but so far what I've done just today on the daily is I've just marked out the weekly, on the weekly. Or this would be the daily, but I've marked out every single day. What I've realized is I'm pretty sure that's wrong, and I was not supposed to do that, but this would be the week. And so right now we're in an AMDX session because we're bullish, and we are going to go bearish as a displacement. So far, I have not seen anything actually like play out the way I saw it in his video or his charts. What's supposed to happen? Actually, no, I've seen a few. What's supposed to happen is this accumulation here with this A from Monday to Tuesday, right? This is the whole day. Accumulation. This is perfect. This is actually accumulation. This is actually consolidation. And then you have higher highs, lower lows here. The manipulation is supposed to, if we want it to go up, it's supposed to take out this low, trade under here, and sweep up. That's if we were bullish. But if we were bearish, which we are on the weekly, it would need to take out the swing high. Boom. It took it out. Our drawn liquidity was this previous month high, which is our weekly drawn liquidity. We also have this 1 hour order block that's resting up here. So we trade above here from Tuesday, which is yesterday we did this from this 4 hour fair value gap, ICT concepts. Manipulation traded up, manipulated price to take out this these buy stops. Then we stayed above this point, and then on Wednesday we had distribution. But the problem with this is that we didn't have any distribution. I mean, we did, but we didn't. Because what we really internally had was just a sweep of that order block and a move down, but we did not even close under or get near any of these lows. And if we did get any of these lows and actually close behind them, then that's when I would have seen that clear daily displacement, and with the X having that continuation of that displacement to go down, right? So again, my understanding, I'm gonna delete these because I don't need these now. Oops, I'm gonna just keep these. My understanding was clear, but it wasn't super clear. So then I got this indicator, and this might even be more confusing, and I 100% agree. It definitely is more confusing. It's definitely it's confusing to understand at first. I'm just trying to see where it shows like the big picture. Okay, yeah, it shows it here. So above here on the 1 hour, you see there's Q1, and if you look in the past, there's Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, right? And right now we're in the 1 hour. If I went to the daily, for example, I don't think it would show it for some reason. I'm not too sure why. Because I'm pretty sure it's just very thin. But if we go to the 4 hour, 3 hour. Okay, so 3 hour shows it. So if we look in the past, and this is what I like to do with a lot of theories, is look in the past. So Q1 here, as we see, we should probably hit some kind of PD array, and Q1 starts right about here. And so we should see some kind of accumulation. And in any sort of way, in any model, at least in his model, it shows accumulation or some kind of continuation or reversal. Here, we had a continuation down, right, from Q4. Q4 should be, obviously, as you guys know, Q4 should be either continuation, which was this, continuation, all the way down to Q1. And Q1 here starts a new quarter. And this means that this could either be a continuation down or a reversal. So at the end of quarter one, we had this reversal going on, right? And quarter one ends like right here. And in the middle of quarter two, we also had manipulation. And we had, if you look really carefully, this is just overall, but Q1, right? Continuation, midway through Q1, literally almost halfway through Q1, we start reversing. Basically towards the end of Q1, literally at the end of Q1. At the end of Q1, we close above the swing high, making a market structure shift, making a change in reversal, or, a reversal. So Q2 starts off with manipulation. And then what happens? We manipulate down, and then we distribute higher. No, that's not true. Q2, manipulation. So we manipulate up. So we have, Q1, reversal. Q2, manipulation. Manipulation can take us all the way. Creates that monthly high right up here. Monthly high. Still manipulation. And then for Q3, we have our displacement. So displacement, this whole move down right here. Stops the route right here. Our displacement stops right here. So this whole bearish move is displacement. So quarter 4 should be either continuation, which we do get continuation down here. Ooh, and then now we should see a reversal right here. And guess what we saw? A reversal. And during this reversal, we created, or during this bearish move, we created engineered liquidity for us to take out. So now we're back at quarter 1, right? Because these happen all the time. And this is all algorithmic, right? Almost like a wave. So now we're in quarter 1, and you can see how far we've gone into. Okay, so quarter 1 is here. And so we started quarter 1 here. Boom. Mark it right here. And we're going to end quarter 1 right about here. So right here, right now, in quarter 1, what is this? In any way, sort of form, this right here, I see this as a continuation or almost like a reversal. So by the end of this quarter, we will have the end of accumulation, the end of this continuation, obviously from this bullish price gap up, right? We have continuation. And where's that continuation going? And like I predicted, we were going up to this previous month high draw on liquidity. And I believe that when we end the quarter, which will be basically very, very soon, basically by the end of the, not day, but the end of the week, we would have ended the quarter, which then starts off at quarter 2, which is manipulation. Or if we are bearish, that means that, or actually this would be like accumulation, like it can go both ways in a way. So we have accumulation, manipulation up, and then distribution. So this would be an AMDX. Actually, this could be XAMD. It could work both ways because you have continuation. Yeah, this is mostly, no, this is AMD. So you have accumulation here, right? Very choppy price action. Then quarter 2 will start right around here, and you have manipulation up. If we probably will get it higher, or we'll probably see how the quarter ends here. Well, quarter 2 like will start basically tomorrow, if that makes sense. So that means that we actually, no, this might be longer actually, now that I think about it. The quarter looks a little bigger. So we're almost halfway through, it looks like. I don't know why. Like how long, like look. If I draw from here to here, and I copy this, paste this somewhere. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're not even near. So accumulation should start here. So that would be the quarter. That would be our first quarter, which would be accumulation again, right? And the second quarter starts right around here. So we should expect, like I said, actually, we should expect some kind of manipulation happening around this area, if not a little earlier, actually. Right? And this is predicted. I told you there was going to be manipulation around price here because this is reaching not only 2 high buy side liquidity stop runs and areas, but we also have this massive daily, weekly fair value gap that is being created here, which price could be manipulated to and tap into that, not close into it, nor close above it, but tap into it and then distribute lower for manipulation. Or the second quarter could be manipulation all the way up to fill this weekly fair value gap and to then distribute all the way down. That could also be our manipulation. That would be something to note if you're taking notes. Again, this is like a brand new model I just learned, so you probably shouldn't be taking like super intensive notes on how to do this, because this looks wild to me too. So don't be like, what the fuck is he talking about? Because this is new to me too. So don't be too surprised. So there's a lot. Let me just take this out just so you guys can see. And we're just gonna be doing this off ICT. This should be pretty understandable. I currently am in a long position, entered right about here, targeting, actually I could probably mark it on my chart here, targeted here, and I'm targeting right here, and my stop loss is right under this. Okay, so that's the current swing trade I'm in. I believe it will hit in the next, I don't know, 4 hours, maybe less, maybe more. But the ICT today was, or I guess the trade, the market analysis was that, again, we had this 4-hour fair value gap, which was respected. This is clear accumulation. And then we have a move up. I said manipulated sweeps, right? Because I was looking at the quarterly theory, and this is manipulation. If we open this up again, as you can see, we have this gray box, accumulation. Red box is this manipulation. Green is now distribution. But as you can notice, the high and the low, I was hoping for the low. Usually the distribution is lower than not only the manipulation, but it's also lower than the accumulation. So this low should be way lower. And this to me now shows bullish price action, because look at this. It's like boom, boom. It's like stepping stones. This stone should be all the way down here if that was going to be bearish distribution, because we have bullish manipulation, which means that we're going to have bearish distribution. And we did have bearish distribution after we hit this 1 hour order block, but this is also during the distribution phase. This should have happened during manipulation. That would have been a nicer thing to see, but unfortunately, I guess it happened a little late. It also happened around 9 a.m., right when market opened. So it did create that, obvious displacement that market was going to do that. Kind of just bearish all the time. And then I caught the move back up around 2. And so now we're going to be either in continuation, right? As you can see in these boxes. And like, it's kind of harder to understand, but there's boxes around here. And then there's boxes inside, because the best example is in the 1 minute. And this is the real place where you can really understand what's going on. And this is where it's going to make absolutely no sense. But here on a normal chart like this, you're thinking absolutely nothing, but you turn this on and you're like, holy shit, this makes a bit more sense now. So I'll take this for example, right? Because this is pretty good, because this is when market opened right around here. I'll even mark it for you. Where's 9:30? 9:30 open right here. And this is perfect representation. So in the 4 quarters of, I'm guessing this was the 15-minute probably. No, this is way more actually. This is probably the 30-minute, if not hourly. Yeah, this is a lot of candle, probably hourly. You have 1 minute quarters, and in those 1 minute quarters you have 4 quarters. So there's a lot of stuff going on, lots of lines left of boxes, but this makes sense right here, and I'll explain. Here you have like consolidation. You consolidate, right? Because you had the price run up, then you consolidate new quarter. Okay, and remember, this is like from 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. And as we said in our inner notes, that time from, 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. is the first quarter of New York session. Yeah? Hence why this green line, because this is New York session now. Make sense? So New York session opens, and in the 1 minute, there's this quarter that opens. Now you can trade these little quarters, but I wouldn't do it. This quarter is accumulation, consolidation, and then you have more accumulation. Okay, and then this is what I would call the manipulation move, this whole thing. Manipulation / distribution, because if you really look into it, if you really are into it, Q3 or Q2 is manipulation, Q3 is displacement. So we have displacement inside manipulation, but they make sense because Q3 is displacement, and we do see that displacement, and the very low we make is under this manipulation, which is what I want to see. And then the blue is what? The continuation, which ends up even lower than not only the displacement, the manipulation, and the accumulation, and the previous accumulation / previous, like it ends up lower than everything. So this is a perfect like AMD, like AMD, or yeah, AMDX. Power of 3. This is like, you can't argue with this, right? And there's so much going on here that I get it. It does not make sense. To me, I can understand this. I know there's a lot going on, but it makes sense. And then while we're inside of all this, look at this. See this green box? This right here is accumulation. Wait, no, look. Oh, wait, no, look at this. No, I get it. Gray is accumulation, so we accumulated here. Red is manipulation, so we went lower, took out these sell stops, and then we distributed up to here. Continuation in the blue. Ah, isn't that nice? Look at that. Like, this probably makes no fucking sense to you right now. This makes no sense. Damn. Wow, this actually, like, in the moment, this just revealed a lot. And we're also in another quarter. Listen, there's a lot to learn from this, and I still am a rookie. I literally just learned this yesterday, so, like, you know what I mean? Quite a lot to learn. Quite a lot to learn. Tuesday, 6 p.m. So this range open at 6 p.m. on Tuesday. So that's Asian, right? Isn't Asian session from 6 to 12? No, I don't know. Anyways, I'll study this more, but this actually kind of goes against my trade here, but we'll hold this trade for tomorrow. See where this goes. See where this wants to go. But let's go back to the ICT trade recap. We had this move up, right? Manipulation, manipulated the sweets. So I was expecting a move lower. Obviously, we got this like pre-market, marked out this 4-hour fair value gap again that I respected. Here, tapped. Went into it. Drawn liquidity was these highs up here. And then what I did was I marked out this move right here that created that fair value gap. So you have this swing low to this swing high, right? Or the current swing high is here, right? So you mark that out, boom. Then you control your fib. So the 1 minute fib, for example, this lined up perfectly with the consequent encroachment. This candle actually closed right above the consequent encroachment. You can have the mean threshold, consequent encroachment of that whole move. Range, you can have the range. You can have the range V2. Standard deviation. We're looking for the OTE, and the OTE is the optimal trade entry. I was looking actually for this to hit all the way down here because we did have an order block. Unfortunately, it did not, but on the 1 minute, it did show bullish price action, bought all the way back up, traded all the way to the consequent encroachment, closed above it. I was like, okay, yep, this is bullish. When you see this is definitely bullish. It just swept that fair value gap too. I'm entering calls, and I'm targeting not only this previous or this now made high, newly made high that just swept that order block. So now that order block is going to get traded right through it. So we don't need to worry about that. What we do need to worry about is where price wants to go. It will reach for this high, that high, and this monthly high here. And maybe it won't reach it for today or tomorrow or after tomorrow, but it will reach at one point and we'll even go higher. So, stop loss or take profit up here. So again, this is like very basic. Didn't really go into detail, but I will study this power of 3 AMDX XAMD quarterly theory a little more because this is very interesting. Like I'll show you my notes, for example. Like this is what I pulled from like yesterday. Like time is money. Like like this is like the stuff I'm learning right here. Like this is fucking math. This is from his quarterly theory cheat sheet. So like I said, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, continuation, reversal of previous quarters. So you can see here, this is the accumulation in the gray. So this is quarter one, right? Quarter one, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. So quarter 1, what happens? Accumulation. Quarter 2, manipulation. So it trades above those highs like here. Boom, this is what you trade. And then you have a manipulation that goes down, 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 down. And then Q3, what happens here? We have keep going with distribution. And then quarter 4, this could either keep going, hits a key level, so then it reverses, or it can keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right? Broken down into quarters. And this is what we had on our sheet here. And so what I was expecting AMDX to do was accumulation, manipulation up here. I was actually hoping that this high would reach it into here. So then the distribution could last and go all the way down, and we can continue with the X all the way down. And this is almost like his, like if we compare mine and his, right? We have consolidation here in this whole zone. It's actually probably bigger. Accumulation here. Then you have this little manipulation up here. So manipulation. And notice how he has the key level high time frame PD array. This is important. And hence why I'm highlighting the place that I wanted the price to hit this level, or else it wouldn't be valid for me. Right? Because he mentioned that a distribution phase cannot happen, or manipulation doesn't get manipulated to do nothing. If price wanted to get manipulated, it would have gone manipulated all the way up here to get sweeps and to get buy stops out of here, to get the monthly swing high stopped out and to get sweeped, so then we can distribute. But if you look at the chart, we didn't get to that level whatsoever. We got stopped out at the order block. So that means that tomorrow or after tomorrow, we're reaching for that high. We're reaching for that, right? So in a way, that manipulation wasn't really what it is. But in the moment, you tell, like, this is the exact same thing. The exact same thing. The exact same thing. Accumulation, manipulation, swing high, took out the highs right here, drew a black line. Same thing. So what I was expecting is manipulation. Nice little drawdown into here. I guess his is bigger. I did mine on I was on the 1 hour, but I guess I did on the daily. And yeah, that was that. Okay. I will keep you guys updated on this. Let's go over real quick. Market watch. Let's see how I'm doing in the game. We had our meeting today. Wow. Okay. We are up almost 30%. That is very good. Lee is getting up there. Yes, sir, Lee. 38%. 51 trades. Okay. That's not bad. I now have 14,000 buying power. That's extremely powerful. I wonder what I'm going to do with that. All right. I will keep you guys updated. Also, this is his Twitter if you guys want it. All right. Bunch of shit. I will see you guys very soon.